Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. This is Serkat and I love to showcase Japanese board games. In case you didn't know, similar to the Tokyo Game Market, there is the Board Game Business Expo in Osaka, and it's happening real soon, end of January 2026. I have partnered up with them and they have connected me with some designers and publishers that will be exhibiting their games there. Mies Board Games has kindly sent me two of their games to show you. One is See You in 10 Years and the other one is Best Family Forever from Today. In this video, I will be teaching you the rules for Best Family Forever from Today, but if you want to see You in 10 Years, I'll have links to it down below. Best Family Forever from Today is a cute shedding game for 3 to 6 players where you're going on a walk and you're trying to capture the hearts of all the animals and all the people that you meet. I've set up here for a 3-player game with Yoshi and Piggy as our opponents. Basically, shuffle the deck and give each player 15 cards, or how many cards based on the number of players. With 3 players, you're gonna have 15 cards also left over, which you can put to the side. Put the tokens in a nearby pile. In this game, the first player to shed in a round gets 2 hearts and the second one gets 1. Depending on the player count, you have the victory point condition, that's how many cards you're gonna get. And when you do, then you can take the star and bask in your victory. In a 3-player game is whoever gets 5 hearts first. The game has 3 phases, morning, noon, and evening, and that determines how many cards you can play. The cards in your hand come in 3 colors: red for people, yellow for dogs, each one with their own drawing and name, and blue for cats. So many, so cute. So, in the morning, you play 1 card. So for example, I play down this red. Then in this game, you can take what's called a different path. A different path is that you have to play a different color than what's been played for that phase. So Yoshi here could respond back with, let's say, a blue. So Piggy now has to play a yellow because a red and a blue has already been played. When 3 colors appear, the morning phase has ended and is moving now to noon. In noon, you can play 2 cards of the same color. So I could play 2 yellow. Now Yoshi here can do different path again, which means he could play 2 blue. Or you can do this thing called taking the same path. Taking the same path is when you play the same color that the previous player just played, but with 1 extra card. And that basically triggers into going into the next phase. You can also do that from the morning phase. So say Piggy here, instead of playing a yellow, she could have played 2 blues to follow up on Yoshi. And that triggers the noon phase, which she has started, and now she's the first player in the noon phase. So when I play, I cannot play blue. Remember, I have to play a different color than what has been played in that phase. So I could do 2 yellows. Or I could also take the same path and I could play 3 blues. Playing 3 blues now triggers the evening phase. Now Yoshi can choose to play a different color than what I played. So 3 red or 3 yellow. Or they can also do what's called the BFF. And that one can only be played during the evening phase. That's 1 card from each color. When they do that, a reset is triggered. When you reset, you go back to the morning phase, but first you collect all the cards that have been played and you give them in a face-up pile to Yoshi that has claimed it with the BFF. Then Yoshi will play first for the morning phase and then may play down a blue card. That way you can get rid of 4 cards in one turn. The game will continue until 2 players have completely shut out. And remember, the first player that shuts out gets 2 hearts and the second player gets 1. When that happens, you take all the cards from the middle and all the cards that are unplayed in the other player's hands. And also in a 3-player game, you take the 15 cards that we've put to the side and you create a pile, and then you give out 15 cards to each player to start the next round. But if any players have collected face-up cards in front of them, then that will be their hand for the next round. As you give out the cards to match the hand limit per player count, so in this case 15, if they have more than 15 cards, they're going to give some back to the pile before you start giving out the cards. Or if they have less than 15 cards, you will keep giving them cards until they meet the hand limit. So basically the cards that you win in previous rounds become your hand in the new round. And in a 15-player game, as you give out 15 cards to each, again you're going to have 15 cards left, which you're going to put to the side. And then the game continues. You play a new round as you go through the phases of morning, noon, and evening and try to shed out your cards. Throughout the game, you can pass on your turn, but that doesn't put you out of the game. You can play at a later turn. Also, the number of cards in your hand is public information, so other players are allowed to ask you and you should answer truthfully. You continue playing the game until one of you gets the number of hearts required to trigger the victory. If you enjoyed this rules explaining video, you can give it a thumbs up and also subscribe for more similar content. I will also put the links for this game down below so that you can check it out, and you can also check out their booth at the Board Game Business Expo in Osaka. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!